Adventures of Little Yugi are back, and this time we're playing against Mizar's Tachyon Special. Make sure you guys smash the crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more Oscar. I'll have the Galaxy deck list that we played against it'll be at the end of this video for those of you that want to, enjoy this. So, we booted back up our Yugi deck. I've been playtesting this deck so much. I love the living crap out of this deck, and I actually wanted to see, can the new Galaxy Ice support stand up to Yugi's deck? You guys remember the last time we played against Galaxy Eyes, we got literally destroyed, but this time we're back for a 2 out of 3 special to see what we can do here, and we won the dice roll here. Very, very nice of us, actually. We're going to go ahead and tricolor. We're going to go ahead and we're going to get shut off here, which imperming this is actually a pretty good call, because if I didn't have the sarcophagus in my hand, which my hand is the nuts here, we're going to slam down the Sark, which will go ahead and trigger, getting us into the Monster Negate. Yes, we're actually pulling for the Monster Negate here, because I want to make sure that my Ties of Friendship is going to resolve here. So we're going to slam this on down. We're supposed to summon up Swordsman and the Magician. We're going to go ahead and Pot of Prosperity for 6 here. Veiler, Nibiru, Extrav, Nibiru, Shifter, and Nibiru. Talk about Hand Trap City here. Alright, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to set the turn silence, and we're going to go ahead and pass on over to our opponent. Now, the level up begins. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and level up the Silent Swordsman, and they're going to go ahead and Foolish Burial here. I'm kind of like, I don't know what you want to attempt to dump here. I was like, we'll go ahead and let this go. We're sitting on turn silence, double Veiler in our hand. I don't really think of this as much of an issue, so we'll go ahead and negate this. Alright, didn't want to deal with anything. And they actually opened up the Schwarzschild Dragon, or Infinity Dragon here to special, and they actually get to beam on out the Afterglow Dragon here, and then they get to go ahead and they get to make the Draguxion. So, Mr. Draguxion, remember, you can add a Galaxy or Tachyon card from your deck to your hand and then detach 2 from this to basically rank it up into a rank 8 with 3,000 attacks. So we're going to go ahead and trigger this. We're going to go ahead and Veiler it. I was like, you know what? That's fine. I don't want them searching. We still have 2 more sitting back here on the back end. I'm going to go ahead and trade in. Alright, we're going to go ahead and level on up our Silent Magician here. They did manage to get to the Galaxy Wardrake, though, which is the free little extension for this. They're going to go ahead and get the detach off of this. Yes, it is negated by the Veiler. But Mr. Afterglow Dragon here gets to plop on out another little extension piece here, which gets to put the Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon on the field. Then we go battle phase. We're going to go ahead and turn silence, level up. Alright, we're going to go ahead and banish so we don't take any damage here, and we end the battle phase. Mission accomplished, right? That's what you want to be seeing here. Alright, so turn comes back to us. Now we have one very easy objective here, because we drew the turn silence here. It's time to OTK our opponent. Alright, we're going to go ahead and level up, not like it matters. Gold Sarcophagus, go ahead and grab Gandora. Go ahead and pay half, Gandora Giga Rays. Go ahead and wipe up, summon up the Silent Magician here. Yes, that has 4,000 attack points, and our Gandora is at 39. So we'll go ahead and swing on in. We'll go ahead and turn silence to turn this into 5,500 attack points. And boom, we did it. You get to see us taking game 1 here. Now, game 2. We have Galaxy Eyes will be starting us off here. And they did open up the Cloud Dragon. I will say that this is definitely one of the cooler cards that they got the chance to add into their arsenal here. And they also opened up the trade-in. I'm not exactly sure how I feel about trade-in and this build. We'll go over the list here, and you can kind of see some of the card choices here. But this is rough. They're going to go ahead and commit a normal summon to the Cloud Dragon. And they're going to go ahead and attempt to trigger. And we have the Ash to stop it, which means, unfortunately, their turn is dead. That's why I'm hoping the last card that Galaxy gets definitely gets the chance to do something with this, because Galaxy, if you just shut them off like that, and that's their turn, what can you expect to do? It's very unfortunate, but you really can't play out of that. That's just, welcome to the Galaxy world. We're going to go ahead and King Sarcophagus, or Yugi up. You see us using the search here to grab this the gadget here, and we leave this up to threaten our opponent with the turn silence negate. That way they're like, oh, okay. And you do see he does have the imperm in the hand here, which, I mean, yeah, you could have impermed this, but I'm still going to get the search off of the sarcophagus. Showing both means that our opponent won't worry about hand trapping us. And then you do see we do grab the Ties of Friendship off of this to special summon up our 2 friends here. And then we're just going to go battle phase 13, 1,000, 1,000. You really can't do much more than this. Setting up the protection and setting up the spell negate as these 2 level up are literally the best thing you can do. We're going to go ahead and we're going to Pot of Prosperity here. Do you see the double Nibiru, the Ash, the Veiler, and the Talents, and the Gadget? Talk about, is this just a repeat of game 1? We have the Turn Silence again, and we're on double Veiler with the 0 sitting here on the side. Alright, I was like, okay, cool. They're going to go ahead and they're going to imperm this, which, understandable, but unfortunately, Mr. Silent Magician, or Silent Swordsman here, has that protection effect for our friend here, and guess what? Free level up along the way. There's the trade, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to Silent Magician it. We don't really want to deal with that. They do get to use the Tachyon here to re-special summon out the Cloud Dragon, which is actually pretty decent. I will give this card one big thing. You definitely, getting your extension pieces back like this to attempt to reuse them is good. Down comes the Cloud Drake. They're going to go ahead, and they're going to get turn silenced on this, which... Time to rank up the Silent Magician on in to 3,500 attack points. They're going to attempt to battle. We're going to go ahead and we're going to protect our extra 1,300 damage here on the turn silence. And unfortunately, this is going to be the quickest wrap-up in my dueling history against Kaito on the absolute turn back here for Yugi's deck. 2-0ing Mazar's special. And I will say, like, I think this deck does have potential. This is just, you know, on the 2 games that we are on the 2 out of 3 set that we got to play here. It just, unfortunately, Yugi's cards are just infinitely better. I don't think right now, as it stands, that the Tachyon stuff has enough. They still are missing a spell card. We'll come back and revisit this once they get their extra wave of support. But for now, Yugi remains absolutely undefeated. Let's pass on over to the deck. So this is the special that Edo Kaito was playing, and you do see, yes, we are doing an Afterglow, and we are doing 2 copies of the Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. You kind of have to be playing these cards. As much as you might be like, well, you know, I don't know how I feel about the Galaxy Eye stuff, you have to remember that these are extra level 8s, and this deck does inherently have the natural synergy to be playing with this stuff. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see Tachyon Primal Dragon actually make a showing at all out of either of the games that we played, which is a little bit disappointing, but I do like this card a lot. Primal Dragon is one of the coolest design cards that I think that we could have had to actually see here, but the deck is just missing a little bit more. You do see that we are playing the 1 Photon Emperor out here as well for a free little extension. Of course, the 1 Spiral with the 1 Nebula Dragon. And of course, I do think that the Schwarzschild Infinity Dragon is one of the best cards that this deck got on its wave of support. The fact that this card can basically extend itself on out and then beam on out a level 8 from the deck. Hi, you know, we can get to the Primal, or we can get to the Afterglow, or you can bring this on out as well. It does everything you want it to do. We do play the 2 Safe Fort, which I think is good. We are playing the 1 copy of the War Drake. I mean, we did see it in both games. It didn't really feel like it did too much. Of course, the Triple Cloud Dragon to make sure that we can get to the good cards. They are playing Triple Ash, Double Ogre, 1 Bell for hand traps, which I think is fine. 2 Lightning Storm for cleanup, 1 Feather Duster for back row, 2 Tack Talents to play through more immediate things, 2 trade-ins to get rid of some of the clumpy bricks. Do have the 1 Galaxy Expedition to extend, the 1 Foolish Burial to drop. You have the 1 Monster Reborn for extension, the Called By. They are doing 2 of the Tachyon Spiral Destruction. I'm still a little bit indifferent about this card. I think you have probably better options. You do have the Galaxy 100, the Triple Imperm, and the 1 Transmigration Prophecy. If you're able to see this card, I feel like you'll be in a good position. Then we do have the 1 Galaxy Satellite Dragon, the Soul Flare, and then, of course, number 100, the Photon Dragon, 2 Dragooks Leons. This card's actually pretty solid. You see the Photon Lord, the beautiful Tachyon Dragon, Hope Harbinger, the Cypher Dragon, Dragooblion, C62, regular 62, the Full Armor, and the Cypher Blade Dragon here. Definitely, there is a lot, once again, to be re-explored with this deck. And I do hope that for those of you that have enjoyed the epic tales of Yugi's deck playtesting against the newer additions into the game. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this, and I do want to say thank you to Edo Kaito out here for sitting down and showcasing, or at least trying their best to show what, you know, Galaxy with the Nizar spin on Tachyon can actually attempt to do. I'm happy to get the chance to see this stuff. So please, leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think, and I'll see your beautiful faces back here in a day, guys. Peace out. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.